Everybody, this is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio. And this is Friday, January 31st, 2020. Where has this month gone? We're going to do a lot of energy work tonight. And before we get into that, you guys can go get your crystals. But I wanted to share with you some things that have just been brought to my attention, and it may interest you and maybe not. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of studying on Russia and Putin because I want to know who he is. And I'm sure you guys from Europe are going, oh my God, what took you all so long? Well, the man does magic, okay? It's coming out now and I'm looking into it. So one of the things that I read, it said in under Putin's biography that nobody knows who put him in power. And I went, okay, this is interesting. So not only do I do a lot of reading, but I watch a lot of videos and documentaries. And when I do that, things will pop up that's really important and usually the same thing, so I know it's true. But in one of the documentaries, it said that nobody knows who put Putin in power. Well, as I started really doing research, it's like, oh my God, well, first off, Boris Yeltsin put him in power. But there's a group called the family. Take notes of this. You all need to know this, okay? It's called the family. And you know how when you study, start at A and then you might end up at B or go to C or even jump to J because Spirit puts different things into your in front of you. And that's how I know what I'm supposed to study because Spirit will put it in front of me. So I just kind of put the family on the shelf and I kept studying Putin. And now a couple nights ago, I decided, I'm going to see what Netflix has on with Putin. Now, if you don't have Netflix, get it because you can get it for the first month for free. Not that I'm trying to sell Netflix, but they've got this really incredible documentary that you all need to look at. It's called The Family. Did you connect the connections? Putin, the family. Okay. Now, who is the family? These guys are a secret society, of course, and they are the ones that put together the Washington Prayer Breakfast. How is that? Male-based, of course, very racist, but they also, their tentacles are all over the world, and they believe in Jesus, or as I say, Jesus. Now, what do they believe about Jesus? They believe that if Jesus came back in this lifetime, he would be a Navy SEAL. I know. Stop laughing, or I'm sure you're dazed. I was. Or they thought he would come back as a football player. So now what does that mean? It means they don't look at Jesus as being somebody who's meek and mild. And I mean, if you're going to say he comes back like a Navy SEAL, that's pretty spooky, okay? So you can tell what kind of group this is. Very macho, yet in a very undertone kind of way because they love secrecy. And their motto is, it's not really a group to be under the wire, no publicity, no lists. I'm sure there's lists, but we're never going to see it. And no publicity. Well, somebody made a documentary on them, and I'm telling you, when Spirit, puts something before me, I have to say, whatever group that is, their magic is sucky now. Else God wouldn't put it before me, so I could share that with you. So you look up the family. They're also called the Fellowship. Now, what do these guys believe in? Well, that if you are poor, sucks to be you. If you're rich, you've been blessed by God and anointed by God. And yes, that's the prosperity gospel that they're teaching. And when you look at the family, and you got to look at it and pay attention also to how it relates to what's going on in the world and in politics today. Because in their mind, if you're anointed, that means you can get away with anything. So who did they all say that was the anointed one right now? if it's not for Donald Trump? And are they allowing him to get away with anything? Absolutely. They are into power. They're in right-wing groups. They put Putin in power. And he funds right-wing groups. He funds the Nazis. And, how much color do you actually see in Russia? Not very much. It's pretty lily white. And it's just not because it's cold up there, okay? That's by design. And this is what Putin sees with the world. All under the old USSR Russia. So Putin went ahead and he put in Trump, who's his new oligarch. And he's doing everything to keep him in power. Now remember, it's all connected to the family. And the family believes that, they don't have to go after the poor sinners. Oh, no, not the people that are poor and are needy. They're going to go after the rich people, the influential people. Those are the sinners. Those are the people that need saving and can get absolved by these people. Now, one of the leaders has been a leader for 50 years, and his name is Cole. If you look at some of the past presidents, how they talked about, and at the breakfast prayer group, they mention this name and they say thank you. Well, this guy's a right-wing activist, just doing it in the name of Jesus. So I encourage everybody not only to look at the family, that documentary, share it with other people. These people do not want to be seen. And the only way we can not allow them that gift is by everybody looking at this and understanding what these people are and how dangerous they are. And they can't hide under a rock anymore or in the name of Jesus. So anyway, that's it. And to me, it's really important that everybody knows. And, I'm telling you, when you watch this video, this documentary, it's going to connect the dots and it's going to explain, again, why they treat Trump like they do and who the players are. And it's pretty scary. All right, so let's do some energy work. So you guys have had plenty of time to go get those crystals, which are going to amplify our work. So we're going to work on the Superbowl, and during the Superbowl and their halftime, usually it's pretty satanic. So we want to neutralize that energy, and then do some energy work on the impeachment. And really, we can do a fair trial. We can still have things come out, and hopefully actually impeach and remove Trump. Hey, we can give it a try, right? And then we'll do some energy work on Trump. And if we have any more time, then energy work to help the USA Awaken, and of course on the Republicans, because, oh my God, they might as well call themselves the GOP. The new group of Putin. All right, and on that happy note, so for those of you who are going to participate, I want you to put your feet flat on the floor and sit straight up, put your hands in your lap right now like you're going to receive, and start taking some gentle, deep breaths. I want you to breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you, and imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. So you breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And do that until I tell you to stop. And don't hyperventilate on me, okay? So I'm going to surround each and every one of you in a bubble of golden flame. I'm going to add the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing. And we're going to seal it in the pink flame of love. And we're going to call to all your teachers, guides, masters, all the angels that work with you, the cosmic beings, the gods and goddesses, past, present, future. Invite them in to amplify our energy work. So imagine all these beings and you, and we're all in this huge circle, and you're holding, hands to your right and your left. So now I want you to feel your silver antenna go up from the top of your head, connect to the Creator, and feel that incredible high energy come pouring into your crown chakra. Allow it to flow all the way down your body, out your legs, out your feet, into the earth. And we're going to send that energy into all the trees on the planet and their roots. And from the roots, it's going to go up through the trees and reoxygenate all the trees. Feel that energy flow down your arms, out your hands, down your spine. You're totally consumed in this energy. So now I want you to send love and light to the right, and as it flows, the circle, we also called all the old ancient cultures responsible for holding light, the Aborigines, the Kahunas, the medicine men and women, to add their energy to what we're doing. Air, earth, fire, and water, see them into our circle. And now we're going to send love and light to the left. And as the circle flows to the left, it's now closed, so only that which is light may enter. We're again going to invite the trees to come in and take this energy. And I'm just going to send it again into the earth through her roots and out through the branches. Very positive enlightenment energy so all life forms can feel it. We're going to call all the rock stones, crystals, minerals, all the earth keeper crystals to come in. And it's going to amplify our work over 100,000 fold. We call all the grids, ley lines, meridians, stones, obelisks, pyramids, all the sacred and holy spots on the planet to lock in to this divine energy circle. And I'm going to ask that everyone that participates receives a healing tonight, and that you guide us into doing that. Our will, but thy will be done. So be it. We give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a bubble of light and put in this bubble the energy work. So we're going to bring energy down through your body, down your arms, out your hands. And you're going to send it into the bubble. And I know you can multitask. So at the same time, if you can, I also want you to do some creative visualization and really imagine this happening. Okay? All right. So take a deep breath. And as you breathe, feel that divine energy come pouring into your body. And as you exhale, flows down your arms, out your hands, out your chakras, into the center, forming this incredible bubble of light. And we're going to put this 100-ton, because why not, crystal underneath it to amplify the work. So in this bubble, we're going to put the Superbowl 2020. And everybody that watches it or participates in it. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me. I command. I call to the Creator, angels, spiritual hierarchy, and all the cosmic beings of light to give us their assistance in negating all negative thought forms of any terrorist destruction tied to the February 2020 Super Bowl, replacing that energy with positive, peaceful, constructive thoughts. We ask the Creator to neutralize all sculptures, symbols, including all satanic worship and rituals to Osiris or Kali during the halftime show. We command the angels and all cosmic beings to interfere with all plans to sacrifice any human beings during, before, or after the Super Bowl, as well as neutralizing all satanic plans for creating chaos through their ritualistic energy. Let's call the violet flame through all symbols and music during the halftime ritual, neutralizing all dark energy being sent out through the airwaves. We're putting up crystal shields on the outside of all TVs and computers so no one will be affected by any ritual energy performed during halftime, nor can they affect it any man or woman or child. As the energy is neutralized, the crystal shield changes the energy to an enlightened, uplifting, awakened spiritual energy that brings peace, joy, and harmony into all the homes and establishments that has the game on. Call the higher selves of all the celebrity sellouts that are performing the rituals at the halftime. Ask them to step forward in the light of God, choosing not to give this energy. And if they choose to perform the ritual at halftime, we ask their higher selves to put them in positions of harmlessness or make a lot of mistakes during the ritual to negate it. Now, during the halftime, we're going to chant, May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. We ask that the gladiator mentality be removed from all watching the game. Let them see the game with new eyes and with the understanding how much head trauma there is to the players choosing to stop supporting the sport. Call the violet flame through the stadium to transmute all aggressive energies to one of kindness and compassion. We tie and bind all demons that may draw to anyone in the stadium or watching it on TV, internet, etc. We then send these demons back to the Creator and fill that space up with an angel of healing, protection, love, your choice. As the energy is removed from everyone, we ask that they now reconnect to the Creator, becoming awakened spiritual beings. Cut off ties to any music and all symbols that refer to the destruction of the Superbowl of any kind, using any kind of weapons. Cleansed by the violet flame, healed by the angel light. See this energy being reconnected to the Creator, now commanding all elementals to be neutral. You see all symbol and all music losing their energy. We put all our creative energies into seeing the Super Bowl football game, a safe event, along with all ritual magic being neutralized, affecting no one. Cut ties to all holographic machines that may be used, the computers that run them, and all satellites. When they try and communicate with each other, they receive nothing but white noise and lots of static, as all their high-tech equipment malfunction and break down, as well as all operators and technicians have memory problems as they all become dyslexic around their equipment. We see everyone at the Super Bowl game having a safe experience. Nothing happens but joy and laughter, neutralizing all magic. We're also going to put energy around when Trump does his little propaganda speech, so he cannot put out any negativity and people see him clearly for what he is. Very dangerous man who needs to be impeached, removed from office, and go to prison for his high crimes and his misdemeanors, his mob actions, and his betrayal with Russia and Putin. All right, we're going to fill that up with energy. We're going to take a deep breath and release it. And give thanks for this opportunity to serve. We're going to take another deep breath, and this time, as you exhale, we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we are going to put the Senate, all the senators, Republic, Democrats, and independents, the judge, everyone that's sitting there, anybody that's influencing them, anyone, including Putin and Trump, anyone that's threatening them in this bubble of light. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. Call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to any dark energy magic that is in and being directed at the Senate chamber. As that energy is removed, we now anchor the violet flame in the center of the room and see it expand to fill the room, transmuting any future manipulating energy. Now we anchor pure white light energy in the center, seeing it expand, filling up that room, raising everyone's energy. We ask Michael to now remove all energy overlays that's keeping senators from acting independently of each other. See all ties, binds, blood oaths, and beast swarm mentality being cut between these individuals, groups, and anyone trying to create a new world order in Putin's will. Cut all ties that any Republican senator has to Putin, Trump, Russia. We also cut and remove the energy of fear of Russia, Putin, Trump, blackmail that's keeping them from allowing witnesses to be heard and having an honest trial. Also voting for impeachment and removal of Trump. And for those witnesses that they're not allowing, we're going to be heard. We're going to ask their higher selves now, compel them to speak out now and go to all the news sources. See them everywhere. We cut all ties and remove all energy overlays between the Republicans and their mob worship of Trump. As this energy is removed, they're able to reconnect to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings and make grounded, fair decisions in a fair trial. Call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties that the Republican Party have to any satanic black magician that's keeping them in power, as well as making right action. May divine enlightenment descend on all Senate Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Senate Republicans now. Call higher selves of our Republicans, step forward in the light, cut all ties, Michael the Archangel and Shiva to Russia, Putin, Nazis, unbalanced, fear of women, abortion, obsession, patriarchy, greed, power, gladiator mentality, might is right mentality from their energy field cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down into their DNA, going through all their incarnations. As this energy is released, we call the violet flame through them, and all their works are misdirected. We cut all ties to Trump, Putin, Steve Miller, McConnell, along with all complicit Senate Republicans, their visions of reinventing the USA and making it a fascist country. We see this energy having all forward movement stopped, also dissolving completely. See all their Nazi, Russian, Putin plans falling apart, everything coming up to the surface, so there's total transparency. Call the higher selves of all the Republicans and Democrats constituents and ask that they email, phone, appear in person at their office and voice their displeasure with their actions of not allowing witnesses to come to this sham of an impeachment trial. As people awaken, see them going to their Senate Republican representatives and speaking their minds of discontent with all their agendas, going to their homes if they see them out in public, going and speaking their minds, but doing it in a way no one will be hurt or harmed. But letting them know that they've got to stop acting like Putin collaborators, and if they choose to continue to serve Putin, they'll all be put in positions of harmlessness and removed from office. We cut all addiction ties that Trump and the Republican Party have to greed, money, power, and gold. We cut all addictive ties Trump has for greed, adoration, and drive to become a dictator. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. See Putin's plan of making Trump his oligarch falling apart, Trump not being elected. If it's for Trump's and Republicans' highest good that their karma is returned to them now for their actions of an unfair trial and being Russian collaborators, then let it be done now, which may include loss of all money, all supporters of any kind and all power. Let the magic of protection be removed from around them and their plans now. If it's for Trump's highest good and for the good of everyone in the world, let there be an honest, fair impeachment trial that will try Trump for treason and be sent to prison for all his high crimes and misdemeanors, along with his crimes against humanity. We also cut all ties the Senate Republicans have to Putin, Hitler, manifesting the Fourth Reich and New World Order. You see Michael the Archangel taking his sword and chopping all these plans to pieces, giving them no more forward movement. We see all their plans falling apart, all of them, including having an unfair impeachment trial. As the energy is raised in the Senate, everyone can now reconnect to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings that will demand a fair trial. May divine enlightenment descend on all Senate Republicans now, wherever they are. May divine enlightenment awaken with all Senate Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Senate Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Senate Republicans now. We're also going to send energy to all those activists and all those people who it is one of their missions to go out and protest. They have the energy to go out to where these Republicans have their office, where they're staying, whether it's a hotel or their home, and make noise and let them know this is not acceptable behavior. They need to do this and come back with witnesses and make it a fair trial. And if not, let them know they're going to be removed, that they are traitors to the country and it's not acceptable. And see them being replaced with human beings that care about everyone, the planet, the earth, all life forms. We see Trump and his family and cabinet doing jail time for their acts of treason. So fill that up with energy. We're going to take a deep breath and release it. And thanks for this opportunity to serve. So take another deep breath, and as you exhale, we're going to do another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put Trump and his whole family in. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. And call to all the crystals in the Washington, D.C. area to amplify light and transparency everywhere in the Capitol. We ask the Creator to remove all energy overlays that's keeping the public from seeing all the unnecessary expenses that the Trump family is creating, that the public is paying for. See all the mass general public demanding Trump either stop going on as many vacation trips to any of his golf courses, including Mar-a-Lago, or pay for the trips himself, no longer using taxpayer funds for his golf trips or his Nazi rallies. See Trump having to pay all this money back to the taxpayers. We ask that all veils and overlays that are protecting any of Trump's kids, wives, or ex-wives from the public eye and receiving real justice are removed now. Let all their plans be brought to the surface in a way that Congress, the Senate, and the New York Southern District Courts take action. Strip from them of their power they've been given by Trump and replace with someone that's a human with international experience. Remove all protection magic that's protecting them from jail time for all their illegal practices of making money from the president's office. See all the appropriate state prosecuting attorneys pursuing the Trump family for all their past and present money laundering schemes. Let them be given prison time for all their treasonous actions. And all those cities that Trump has held his Nazi rallies, and stiff those cities. We're going to call to the higher selves of the decision makers to be divinely inspired to put liens on Trump's properties until he pays up. We ask Trump's higher self to release his hatred of anyone that's not white, going backwards and forwards through hundreds of thousands of his former lives. Let's remove his father's overlay over Trump. As it's removed, we ask his higher self to help him reconnect to the Creator to become an awakened spiritual being. See all Trump's mob ties being severed and transmuted by the violet flyer. So Trump can no longer pull from that crime syndicate energy, whether it's Russian, Saudi, or American. Let all Trump's mob secrets be brought up to the surface and revealed to all, allowing real justice to step in. Remove all magical overlays of protection around Trump so there's complete transparency on how he sexually abuses women and children. Let's send energy to all those women Trump has sexually abused in the past and present, along with the energy they need to come forward and speak truth and be protected from Trump and his followers. And if they're taking Trump to court, see them winning. All the higher selves of everyone in the United States realize that Donald Trump and family are a national security threat, and so are the Republican Party. We ask that every American needs to demand that the representatives, judicial and elected, stand up and insist that the Trump administration be impeached and removed from office because of all his high crimes and misdemeanors. Let there be a world tribunal to judge Trump's betrayal of the Kurds and any ethnic cleansing that results from Trump's actions. We ask Michael the Archangel to remove all protection overlays, along with cutting all ties and binds that Bill Barr has to the New World Order, Trump, and the Catholic Church. Let there be total transparency with all he does, and this is all of Trump's attorneys. See them all losing their law license, impeached and removed from their offices, and doing jail time. Cut all ties and binds that Trump has to the KKK, Nazi, all white nationalism, and the Nazi racist Stephen Miller. Let's call the violet flame through all this energy to transmute all hate. See all of Miller Trump's immigration plans falling apart, as well as Miller being removed from his office in the White House. If Trump has Hitler's genes bloodline, we now cut those ties to Hitler, the past, and violet flame all that energy replaced with light. We ask Trump's higher self to now let him reconnect to the Creator so he becomes an awakened spiritual being who now knows better than to hurt or harm. Again, if Trump refuses, which is his free will, we ask his higher self to put him in a position of harmlessness. And if that means impeached and removed, then so be it. Let's tie and bind the god and goddess of war and chaos and all chaos magic attached to Trump. See the chaos magic neutralizing to nothing, having no more power. See all of Trump's evil programs being reversed and repealed. See Trump's barren tax being repealed and replaced with the tax rate from 2018. See the courts making Donald Trump show his tax returns. Let's call Ganesha the removal of obstacles to remove all blocks that are keeping Trump's taxes from being released. Let's send energy to the Democrats in power to be divinely inspired on how to impeach and remove Trump, Pence, and all their cabinet from offices. See divine accountability manifesting in all those people's lives. See all satanic magic that's keeping the Trump in power and the Republicans in power be neutralized. See people boycotting all of Trump's properties and protests that is putting children in cages, his immigration family separation policies, being a Russian Putin collaborator and destroying the USA from within. See all overlays of Nazi evangelical magic removed from Trump and his family. It's time for the Trump Pence to be impeached and all their family members be removed from offices, replaced with a human light worker, and see all of Trump's plans falling apart. See this divine energy touching the Republicans' hearts and their constituents, voicing so much loud anger that they reverse their decision and allow witnesses to come in. All right, fill that up with energy, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. Thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, we're going to create another bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we're going to put everyone in the USA. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am. Through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. Now imagine a golden solar energy descending down around all domes, obelisks, pyramids, and all the sacred spots in the United States, anchoring that energy down to the grids and ley lines. See this high energy reconnecting all the ley lines, grids to the Creator. See this energy descending down around and through the White House, the Pentagon, and where the shadow government lie, the Senate, the Congress. All the higher selves of everyone in government step forward into the light and now work for the good of the people, making divine decisions. And if they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and guardian angels to put them in positions of total harmlessness, letting a light worker take their place. We ask that they're given lots of thoughts on how they want to retire and spend time with their families. We send energy to all the politicians that are working on stopping war and anything else that's for the benefit of Earth and all life forms and the impeachment of Donald Trump. See them being divinely inspired with new ways to get positive action moving forward. We command the angels to give them and their families also complete protection. We ask that all veils of darkness that is around anyone in the U.S. or planet that's keeping people from becoming conscious beings be removed and replaced with a connection with their higher selves becoming conscious beings. All the higher selves of the National Guard and military, asking all overlays to be removed from you and you too become conscious beings. As you awaken, see everyone around you, no matter where you are deployed, as family, friends, relatives, and people that you harmonize with. And you start doing many acts of kindness for humanity. The more acts of kindness you do, the more you fill up with this intense, divine joy that makes you want to do more acts of kindness. See divine light, divine love, divine balance, spiritual energy descending down through the U.S. now. Let there be a divine spiritual awakening descending down and through the United States now. All right, fill that up with light and love. I'm going to take another deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, so create another bubble of light. Take a deep breath and feel that energy come pouring through you. Down your arms, out your hands, down your chakras. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the Republicans, the decision maker Republicans. All right, let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am through the magnetic power of the sacred fire of me, I command. Paul to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties of the Republican Party, have any satanic black magic that's keeping them in power. Cut all ties to all their money sources, including the Koch brothers, Putin, and the Mercer family. We send this money energy back to God to clean it up. Now let's send all those money sources back to the poor and those who are standing up to the Republicans, including all the recall groups. We ask that these groups receive lots of donation, excited fresh volunteers to make the recall successful, replacing the Republican Party and Trump with compassionate, kind, awakened spiritual beings. We remove all energy veils that's around all the people living in the United States. It's keeping them from connecting to the Creator, become awakened spiritual beings as they reconnect to the Creator. See them becoming conscious beings, seeing truth, and through all the lies and deceptions as transparency is manifested. See the masses filled with all kinds of divine inspiration on how to remove the Republicans from office through political channels, holding special elections to remove them from office, replacing them again with a human being light worker filled with compassion for all life forms. We see the Republicans being recalled and removed from office now. We see the Republicans being recalled and removed from office now. We see the Republicans being recalled and removed from office now. Paul Ganesh to place many obstacles in the way of all Republicans, white races that want to create and implement programs that are not good for the earth or any life forms. Programs that are intended to hurt and harm the poor, see them all falling apart. As people awaken, see them going to their Republican representative, speaking their minds of discontent with all their agendas. As the Republicans awaken, see them reconnecting to the Creator that now allows them to see the horror that they wanted to create, then being inspired to correct it with compassionate love of service for others. See them now funding all social programs, Meals on Wheels, including women's health care clinics, and leaving Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid alone, unless they want to improve it. We cut all ties to the fear of women and the obsessive need to control them. Call the higher selves of all Republicans to step forward into light. Cut all the ties, Michael and Archangel and Shiva, to unbalance fear of women, abortion obsession, patriarchy, genocide, rape, pillar, plunder, incest, greed, power, gladiator mentality, military, war, might is right mentality from their energy field, cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down to their DNA, going through all their incarnations. As this energy is released, we call the violet flame through them, and all their works are misdirected, cut all ties to all black art and negative ceremonies that are being done, and any will to manipulate humanity and the earth for greed and profit. As it is released, I call the divine male-female consciousness to their hearts that will flow to the reptilian part of the brain. Call the higher selves to guide the Republicans to releasing all women slaves or anyone being used as slave labor. Let's fill them up with divine respect for women, life, the planet, and all living things. See men's and women's higher selves guiding them to accepting divine matriarchy and opening their heart, throat, and crown chakras as these centers open. See them being very balanced, loving, kind, generous, peaceful, supporting women and groups that are in the light. Fill all those Republicans up with divine joy, divine mission, respecting the goddess within and giving freedom and honor to all women. See them becoming kinder and allowing women to be equal, divinely conscious beings. We cut ties to all executive orders that Trump has written and retained in the office of the Great Seal. We violet flame them to clean up all the dark energies. Now we reconnect all those orders. The Creator command them to be neutral. No more forward movement. All black magic giving any of these his executive orders, energy being canceled, cleared, and neutralized. We now see all Trump's executive orders being rolled back and stricken from the books. All ties to Trump, any complicit Republican or unenlightened Democrat, and their vision of reinventing the USA. We see this energy having all forward movements stopped, also dissolved completely. See all their Nazi Putin plans falling apart. Cancel, clear Trump and the Republicans' new health care bill and see it being reversed. And see Republicans' constituents ask that they email, phone, and appear in person to the Republicans' office and voice their displeasure, again with their actions, making it clear that if the Senate also doesn't have a fair trial with Trump, they will be removed from office. All the higher self of Trump and all Republicans trying to keep him in power, step forward in the light of God, stop acting like Nazi Russian reptilian traitors, leave all the social programs and citizens' rights intact, roll back all laws that hurts the mass general public, and if you choose not to, which is your free will, ask your higher selves and guardian angels, put you all in positions of harmlessness, letting awakened spiritual beings take their place. And if that means they're recalled, then may the recall gain lots of forward movement now. All the higher selves, again, of all law enforcement, to also reconnect to the Creator as they become awakened spiritual beings. They see through Trump's plans and choose not to cooperate, siding with the people. Let them become more conscious of all the income and benefits the government has taken from them, choosing to become the protector of the poor, standing down on all orders that is against the Constitution. Cut all addiction ties that Trump and the Republican Party and have to greed, money, and gold, and all addictive ties Trump has to greed, adoration, and the drive to become a dictator. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. And if it's Trump's and the Republicans' highest good, that their karma is returned to them now for their actions against women, the poor, the planet, and being traitors, Russian traitors, which may include loss of all money, all supporters of any kind, and all power. Let the magic of protection be removed from around them and their plans now. And if it's Trump's highest good and for the good of everyone in the USA, let him be tried for treason with an honest trial with witnesses, and then sent to prison for his crimes against the people of the world. We see Trump and his family and cabinet doing jail time for their acts of treason. See them all being removed from office in a way no one will be hurt or harmed, replaced with a compassionate humanitarian. So let's send energy out to all the enlightened Democrats and awakening Republicans, standing up for the earth and all life forms. May they be sent everything they need to be successful. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. Come on, you can chant this with me. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. All right, fill that up with lots of light energy. We're going to take a deep breath and release it. And we give thanks for this opportunity to serve. And oh my goodness, we have time really quick for Mitch McConnell. So take another deep breath and feel that energy flow down. And we're going to create another bubble of light, which we're going to put Mitch McConnell in it. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. Call the McConnell's higher self to help him step forward in the light. And if he chooses not to, which is his free will, I ask his higher self and guardian angel to put him in a position of harmlessness. I surround him in a bubble of mirror that faces him, 2 inches from his nose, and we add the violet flame to the bubble to transmute all dark energy he puts out so he has no forward movement. Bubble of mirror stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until he does works of good. We ask that all his works be revealed so there's total transparency with everything he does. We also ask that all satanic magic energy that's protecting him and his wife, Elaine Chow, be removed from their energy fields, allowing them to be removed from office. We ask that Archangel Michael to tie and bind all of the McConnell's energy, and that includes his wife, Elaine Chow, so they do not have any forward movement, especially with any bill that serves the wealthy and Trump. Call the violet flame through all their projects, transmute the energy, become neutral so they have no forward movement. Cut all ties, all oaths and vows they have taken to Satan, the wealthy, and the Republican Party, and Putin. As that energy is removed from him and see him being reconnected to the Creator to become an awakened spiritual being who now wants to work for the good along with their desires to retire and spend more time with their family. See all McConnell's power diminish to nothing. In your mind's eye, see McConnell losing control of the Senate, and the Senate allowing witnesses to come forward. All right, fill that up with much energy, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity, sir. All right, we're going to do one more. I promise just one more. You guys are doing great. So we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the light workers on the planet. Everybody that's speaking out against Trump, the Nazis, Putin. Everybody that wants a fair trial, that's speaking up for kids and immigrants. All the good people that are standing up for the earth, that are out there protesting. Put them in this bubble of light. We're going to ask Michael the Archangel to remove all dark energy from around them. And Ganesha to remove all obstacles so they have clear path, and everything they do, they're divinely inspired how to be successful. Whether it's protesting Trump, this impeachment, whatever their missions on, see them be giving new thoughts, new ideas on how to move forward. See these divine beings filling up with so much light, and this includes you guys, that they're now magnetizing everything they need, whether it's divine mates to work with, so much divine abundance that they have more than enough to pay their bills, to live comfortably, to be successful in their divine missions, and be able to share with others. Now we're going to send energy to everyone's heart chakra, and from their heart chakra, it's going to go and recharge everybody, regenerate. And as we're sending that energy to everyone's life force, we're going to call to their higher selves and ask that everyone's divine blueprint for perfect health starts to manifest in everyone's bodies now. And see everyone becoming healthier and have more energy to do their work and spend time with their families and be filled with joy. All right, so we're going to fill that up with light and love. We're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, we actually got through everything I wanted to get through. Thank you, guys. So we're going to close the circle with 3 ohms. And you can chant with me. Nobody's going to hear you. And if we were all together and we had our hands on the big crystal, we would all be harmonizing. All right, 3 ohms. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. So be it. And we give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, guys, now we need to ground. And if you have the stone called hematite or hematite, you might want to go get it and hold it till you're back in body and you're not lightheaded. Okay? For anybody else, put your feet flat on the floor. And I want you to feel that earth energy now come up your feet. Feel it come up your ankles. And as it's coming up your legs, I want you to feel yourself pulling back in body, becoming very centered, very clear-headed. And more energies pull back in as this energy goes in higher, and feel yourself grounding even more, really, really centering. Now, if you're still high after the show, you know what I tell you to do. Go out and hug a tree. All right? Just put your hands on the tree just for 30 seconds and imagine the tree. Imagine yourself sending your excess energy into the tree. And, you know, just for 30 seconds, and then ask the tree to send energy back, and boom, you're grounded. And this is a really nice exercise if you're mad at somebody. Instead of being angry, go to a tree and put that anger into the tree. The tree doesn't know whether it's positive or negative energy. It just accepts it as energy. And you're giving that tree, you know, energy to its life force. So it's a win-win, mutually beneficial experience. So there is a lot going on, and you know, during the week, you want to keep that energy going, then chant. May divine enlightenment descend around the earth now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone on the earth now. And you know, we've done it before. You can tweet it. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. And if you really want, may divine enlightenment descend on Trump now. I mean, we can try. That's all we can do is keep trying, right? May divine enlightenment awaken. So keep the energy going. It does make a difference to how much light we put on. And you know darn well the other side is definitely doing their ceremonies, and they're definitely going to be doing it between now and when they go to vote for whether Trump is guilty or not. Or might bring up again, bringing up witnesses. We want that to happen. Keep sending light and energy to the Senate floor. Yeah, miracles can happen. So let's look for that miracle, because I don't want to live in a fascist society. Send energy to the Democrats that are the decision makers, so they're divinely inspired. What they need to do to be successful, and something brand new may come up to them. You know, whatever's going to work, whatever's going to keep us from becoming really a fascist country. And on that note, you know, again, guys, do a lot of work. I really appreciate, you know, you joining in. And this is Cathy Bilsky with Quantum Leap, Let Light Unite on UPRN Radio. This is Friday, January 31st, 2020. Next week, unless something else comes up, it's looking like I might schedule a soul retrieval. And for those of you that have not ever done it before, it's really pretty profound. And a lot of people have said it's a life changer. What it does is you're taking back all your energy that you've given away, or people have taken from you, with or without your permission, from your past life, your present, future, planetary. I do a major curse removal. I remove your mother's overlay and your father's overlay, and it does take a whole hour. So don't be late next week. And yeah, you can always go to my YouTube channel. I also have that down there where you can listen to it, you know, if you need. Or the curse removal is also there, and all my shows. If you want to do more energy work, then I do a lot on Facebook, and you can join me on Facebook to do more energy work. I'm out there. So the energy work's there, the opportunity to do more light work is there, and we really have to work it this year like we've not ever before. It's our lives at stake, and if you don't think so, then go read your history. Go read about Hitler and what happened after Hitler came in power. and it wasn't pretty. And I hate to leave on that really fun note, so let's work on light